Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant Foul, the sports show where we give hot takes that are unfiltered, unadulterated, uncensored. We are not like these network shows. We're going to tell you how we really feel about the situation. Get ready for the raw sports takes out there. All right? Flagrant Foul. Let's get it. The New England Patriots have released Cam Newton. Reports are saying that Cam Newton was released today to become a free agent. Now, some sources are saying that he was released because he refused to get himself the shot. And some are saying that New England didn't want to take the risk of him not being vaccinated and them running the risk of having to forfeit games and, putting their season in jeopardy. Now, they put the news out there that I don't like the way they did that, the way they put the news out there to kind of shift everything on Cam and make him look like the villain in this situation. But that is how the Patriots get down. I don't like the way this organization moves and the way that they do their players. Now, they're elevating Mac Jones to QB number one. Mac Jones, from what I've seen in the preseason, he's been formidable. It hasn't really blown me away, but I see why New England likes him because he fits their offense perfectly, the dink and dunk, and occasionally going downfield, the strong run game. I get it. I get from a football sense, I get why New England did that. I just wish, they would just come clean and say that rather than put it out in the media that, it's just because Cam didn't want to get the shot. I never liked Cam going to New England in the first place. I never saw that as a fit. Cam is a mobile quarterback. He's not your prototypical drop back passer. New England runs more so of a, traditional offense, 3-step drop, 5-step drop, pass, run game. And Cam is just, he's not that. I didn't see his game fitting that, and Belichick, I didn't see him making the necessary adjustments to complement Cam's game. It just didn't fit to me. I never liked it. But the way this was all handled, I didn't really care for it. From a football aspect, like I said, I get why New England did it, but I don't feel like Cam lost the job with his play. Last year, he had a difficult season. He experienced COVID, and he kind of hit the wall from there. He never was quite the same. He didn't really get a chance to get a full season under his belt for him to actually lose the job. I don't think that he lost the job in the preseason. I don't think Mac Jones did anything to show that he can be QB number one. I think that Bill had his mind made up on draft day who he wanted to go with as QB, and Bill and Nick Saban are two peas in the same pod. I'm sure that they communicated to each other about Mac Jones and what he could do, how he could work in the offense. So the fix was in. The handwriting was on the wall with Cam anyway. I just hate the way that it went down. And it's kind of a microcosm of what goes on with, I'm going to go here just in this aspect, but it's kind of a microcosm of what happens to black people in corporate America. We don't get the opportunity to even show any signs of mediocrity. If we do, we will get replaced. It's point blank. You don't have the chance to you don't get a second chance. You don't get rope. If they feel that you can't do the job the right way, you're out of there. We can look at the NFL and we see tons of quarterbacks that have proven time and time again that they are mediocre at best, but they still get opportunities. Always happens. Black quarterbacks, black coaches, short rope. I don't like the way that it was handled. I understand it from a football perspective from New England. I get it. I just wish Cam would have had the opportunity to lose the job himself, not have it snatched away from him like that. That's my only issue with it. I get New England. Bill he's motivated by watching Tom Brady win the Super Bowl ring, so he wants to show that he's the brainchild, he's the genius behind all of the championships. I get it, but I just don't like the way that went down. Moving on to the NBA, my Los Angeles Lakers have now acquired Rajon Rondo. Rajon Rondo comes back to the Lakers on a vet minimum, making $2.5 million for the year. He joins Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis. We got Carmelo. We got Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard. Stacked team. They brought a lot of the old Lakers back. Wayne Ellington. You know what, man? I'm kind of torn on this, and I'm going to say this. As a Laker fan, I love my squad. I love my team. I've been a Laker fan my entire life. But this is and I always want my team to succeed. But the only thing is, like, with this variation of the Lakers, I don't have an emotional attachment to this team like I've had in the past. The reason is because of the high turnover of the roster. Past Laker teams, you know, I was able to grow an attachment to the players. You know, even the last wave that we had with, you know, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Kuz, Lonzo, hell, I'll even take it back to D'Angelo Russell. These are guys that were drafted, you know, you have somewhat of an emotional attachment to them because, you know, you're watching them grow and you're watching them develop. Of course, you know, you get an emotional attachment to the vets that come along, but it's something special about being a Laker for maybe 3 or 4 years that you grow, get this attachment to the city, and you know you're like one with the city. It's just been too much turnover for me to get emotionally attached to these guys, and I of course I want my team to win. You know, I want my squad to win. But I'm trying to get emotionally attached to this team, and it's just kind of difficult. I think part of it also is because there's kind of no suspense to know, are we going to be in the finals? You know, are we going to get past, like back a few years back, you know, are we going to get past San Antonio? We're going to get past Phoenix, you know. It's kind of like we're stacked, you know, from top to bottom, and we're deep, which is a great thing, but there's no suspense there. I don't see the adversity until we get to the finals and we have to see a Brooklyn or Giannis in Milwaukee. I don't see, and that kind of kills it for me. You know, it's like just regular season doesn't even matter. You know, now it's just a waiting game. Okay, when the playoffs start. You know, that's what kind of destroys the NBA for me now. Everything is kind of a foregone conclusion, like who's going to be there. You know, there's no suspense, there's no adversity to conquer or anything like that. But, you know, we got Rondo back, which I honestly think we shouldn't have let go of him last year. I really think we should have kept the core Lakers that we got the championship with. I don't think we should have ever got rid of anybody. You know, not even JaVale McGee. You know, I felt like that core meshed perfectly together that, you know, we could have ran it back last year. Will we have gotten to the finals? I don't know, because that is such a short break to have after playing so much basketball, being in one location. You know, it's mentally draining, physically draining. So I kind of expected us to not reach the finals. I didn't know we would go out in the first round, but I had a feeling that we wouldn't reach the finals. No, Rondo's back. this makes the Lakers, I don't even want to say a shoo-in, but damn, like really who in the West is going to compete with our roster? The Clippers? Hell no. Golden State, that's probably an interesting matchup. They got Iggy back, getting Clay back. They're going to see if they can make another run at it. That's going to be very interesting. Dallas has Jason Kidd now, but I still don't think Dallas is nowhere close to being a contender. Utah, not worried about. Phoenix, I'm not worried about. Poor Dame in Portland. It's just like, what can you do, man? I think that team is peaked. Not much you can really do. So I don't see any competition. Like the Lakers, it's the Lakers in the field, and in the East, it's the same thing. It's the Nets in the field. Even though I think the Nets might have more of a challenge with Milwaukee, and I wouldn't sleep on Miami either. Miami looks like that team is full of grit and heart, and I would definitely keep my eye on Miami. They have a solid roster. They have nothing but dogs on that team. And I think the pairing of Kyle Lowry and Jimmy Butler with Bam Adebayo, I can see that being a problem for Brooklyn. Because definitely, I think that they can definitely put some muscle on them boys. But for the most part, man, on the West, it's the Lakers in the field. So I don't really see anybody competing with the Lakers out the West. That's the one thing I can't stand about the NBA now. The parity. The fucking parity is gone. But my Lakers, man, hey, I love the team, love the city. Ain't nothing wrong with getting banner number what? That'll be banner number 18. I ain't complaining. So what I'm going to do now is give you my MVP of the week, which is, love him or hate him, Jake Paul. Look, when I didn't really know who Jake Paul is. Still to this day, I really don't know what the fuck he's famous for. But this motherfucker is like, he takes boxing serious. When I'm watching him, he, of course, he still, has a little bit of, he's not all the way, fully fundamentally there. But, I can see that he actually puts the work in. He takes it very serious. And I can respect that. Boxing is not a sport that you can just jump into. You're in the pain business. You're in the hurt business. So you have to be, like, all the way there and all the way in if you're going to do boxing. But hey, man, he knows how to draw a crowd. He can captivate an audience. He could promote a fight. And the dude is serious, man. And I think maybe he's about 4 or 5 fights away from actually really jumping in there and maybe going for a belt. That's just my opinion, Hey, I'm never mad at somebody who wants to pursue and follow their dreams and, really succeed at them. So if he's going to go ahead and pursue that, like, I can't be mad at him. The dude has found a niche outside of his YouTube fame, and he's doing his thing, and I cannot be mad at that. So, Jake Paul, you my MVP of the week, bro. Now, my game blower of the week, we're going to take a step out of sports. My game blower of the week is fucking Kanye West, man. Bruh, what is this shit that you put out, bro? Like, I'm not feeling that album. Like, I'm not shitting on Kanye West, man. I think he's a great artist, but for all the hype surrounding this shit, these damn listening parties and all of this shit, and the antics and the gimmicks that bro's doing, for this to be the ending result, homie, like, nah, man. Like, there's not a track on there that just makes me want to, oh, damn, I gotta go back and check that out. Like, nothing moved me on the album. It all just sounded the same to me. Like, god damn, Kanye, man. Bruh, I know we want our artists to evolve and everything like that, but soul beat, sped up, sample Kanye. That's the Kanye I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that Kanye. You know, that's the Kanye that I can rally behind and I can support. This Kanye, shit, man, I can't fuck with that album, bro. Like, I'm good on that. I'm cool. So Kanye, my game blower of the week, bro. Like, the fuck? Come on, man. Yo, this is Flagrant Foul. Thank y'all for tuning in, checking me out. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. If you don't like what I say, you think my takes are some bullshit or whatever, fucking debate me then. Comment. Say something. Let me know what's happening, all right? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time, this is Flagrant Foul. Vinny said Kofa. Peace.